This is the as-is state. As you can see, it's the ANA's fuel depot. The Class 3 is what they call it, referred to as. And they're charged with supporting the 201st Corps. About 116 units that receive their fuel here, either through push or pull. Either we push it down to them through our fuel tankers, or either they come up here and receive the fuel through the distribution sites. This was one of the first sites taken out. As you can see, the collateral damage from one of our B-52s took the fuel depot out. And then we were working and restructuring this depot of sorts, and at the same time transitioning over to a new fuel depot, going from a gravity-fed system to an analog-based digital push button. Just words really can't describe it. And it's amazing, and it's awe-inspiring to see it. Here we have about 500,000 liters of input and output, and they're going over to a facility that can input and output about 3 million liters a day. That's a 500% increase, and they'll not only support the 201st Corps, they'll be supporting the Afghan National Army's Air Corps, the air arm of the Afghan National Army. They'll actually be supporting it with commercial aviation fuel, which is never done before. Then they'll be bringing into propane storage distribution. They've never done that before. And why is propane important here in this part of the country is because, as you can see, there are not too many trees around here. The Agriculture Department estimates that 30% of the trees, so 70% of the trees have been cut down, and it's 30% remaining. So we've kind of changed their fuel process when it comes to heating and cooking from wood over to propane. So that's a drastic shift. And they'll actually house and deliver propane for the Afghan National Army units. That's quite the strategic shift.
This team has worked really hard in improving the Mod 14 process, which is the process they use to request supplies, especially within the fuels community, trying to get that straightened out and ironed out and working the way it's supposed to. Going better. It's still got some kinks in it. We're still working those out, but the ANA soldiers here and the commanders here at this Class 3 are doing a really good job in trying to get a handle on it and trying to understand what they need to do. This is an antiquated system. It's an antique. Nothing in here is electronic. Everything they do here is gravity feed. The new system is going to have an electronic system that's state-of-the-art, something you would find relatively close to what we have in the U.S. and the systems there.
So far, the process is going well. They got the process of issuing and receiving fuel down.
Coming from a gravity-fed system, a system that's over probably almost 100 years old, to a system that's similar to what we would use there in the States, I think they went a million miles. But if it wasn't for them, obviously we wouldn't be here. It's a teamwork atmosphere here.
I see the equipment coming in slowly but surely, but it's coming in.
It's been a challenge, but it's been a growing experience and a learning experience in doing so.
I'd miss working with the Afghans. I mean, their resilience, their innovativeness, I don't think another culture comes quite close to it.